Good morning. What's up? How y'all doing? Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you part of Tony Robbins' morning routine that I've integrated into my own morning routine. It's an amazing way to prime your mind and to get you set up for success and thinking about ways that you can win your day and that you can show up as your best self, full of life and vibrancy and all things good. I found his full morning routine, Tony Robbins' full morning routine, on a podcast episode from a guy named Hal Elrod. So this is Hal's podcast, and in the podcast, Tony is on stage with a guy named Peter Diamandis, and Peter is a super successful businessman, and I'm more than happy to share this episode with you if you are interested in listening to Tony Robbins on this episode. The episode's called Nothing is Impossible, and they go through some, oh my gosh, just amazing things that they both talk about their morning routines and how they set themselves up for success. They talk about what it looks like to think 10 times bigger, not just 10% bigger, and what that can make possible for you. And that even though your brain is wired to survive, you can basically train it to seek for happiness and to seek to create the outcomes that you want to create in your life. So it's an amazing episode. I remember one time I was walking through Target and I was listening to the episode because I was like, kids, I just can't go home right now. Like, I don't want to be at home. I want to listen and just be out of the house. I don't know, if you work from home, you might have that too, where you're just like, I got to get out of the house. But I remember I literally listened to that episode like 2 times in a row. It's such a powerful conversation that they have. And at the end of it, I was pumped, and I remember leaving feeling like nothing was impossible, that I really could go and do anything. So I do think that what you put into your mind, especially at the beginning of the day, frames the type of day that you're going to have. You can wake up and decide you're going to have an awesome day, or you can wake up and decide today might kind of suck. And either way, you're going to be right, because I believe that those things are choices, and we get to exercise our most amazing gift, which is the power to choose. Okay, so let's go over part of Tony Robbins' morning routine. Now, his full routine includes things like a cold plunge, which is like jumping into freezing cold water, and he explains the reasons why he does that. I don't do that. I'm like, maybe I'd take like a lukewarm shower, but I'm not really interested in doing a cold plunge. The first thing that I do, so this is all my morning routine that's been adapted from Tony Robbins' morning routine. I'll tell you exactly which parts are mine and which parts are his, okay? So the first thing that I do is I read through my personal mission statement. And I'm not going to do that in this episode. Like, I'm not going to read you my personal mission statement, but I'm happy to do that if anyone's interested. So I go through and I read, what is my personal mission? Why am I here on this earth? Who am I serving? And what does that make possible for other people when I do that? Okay, the second thing that I do is I go through my I am statement. Now, this statement was created when I went through a personal development training called Be You. And basically what that personal development training did, it was 4 different weekends where I focused on what made me who I am. And I love this statement. So I read through that statement, and it is a very focusing statement that really grounds me in being present. In fact, I will read this to you because I freaking love it. I am a powerful, brave, virtuous woman, and when I am myself, I inspire others to slow down and align their life with what matters most. Dang, Gina, that's some mic drop stuff right there. So, creating an I am statement of who you are, 3 powerful words that describe you, and when you are you, what does that inspire in other people? Okay, so first, personal mission statement. Second is my I am statement. Third thing I do in the morning. Now, this is the first thing that comes from Tony Robbins. He calls it 3 minutes to bless myself. So in this 3 minutes, this is what Tony says. Now, I literally took this script word for word from what Tony said in his podcast. And if you want me to send you this script, I will do that. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to tell you how you can get access to that. Okay, so he says this: I imagine life, God, energy coming into my body, healing every muscle, every nerve in my body, strengthening everything. You strengthen the best of me, my faith, my love, my passion, my generosity, my creativity, my humor. I love that. When you take the morning and you go through those things and you really breathe in and allow yourself to accept this abundance from God or the universe or the energy around you, for me, dang, Gina, it sets me up for a great day. Okay? Now, then he says, I see one problem that I have. And I think about that, this problem that I've got to be solved, and I just see it as solved. So for example, right now, one of the problems that I'm working through is getting a really clear definition of who my target audience is. And this morning I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I have figured it out. I understand who it is. I know who I serve. Awesome. Okay, so you can think about one problem that you have and just see it being solved. Okay. Next thing is 3 minutes to bless others. So this is what Tony says. I think of my intimate family, my children, my family, my friends. I circle all the way out to all my relationships, including clients, and I send that same energy to them. I imagine that they're being healed, that they're getting what they need energy-wise, that they're having a life that they deserve, and that they see it multiply. Awesome. So he takes time to really be present with that. The next thing that he does is called 3 minutes to thrive. He says, I think of 3 specific outcomes that matter to me, and I don't think about achieving them. I see and I feel and I experience them as done. I see the impact that it has. I see people's lives touched. I see the joy and I feel it as done, and I feel grateful. I did this one time and I did a podcast episode about it where I saw my children having graduated from high school, having gone on and either created successful businesses or gone to college, whatever they choose to do. I saw them being married to loving people who respect them and make them better people. And you can see I'm like getting emotional here. It's so powerful, and it helped me align myself to say, what can I do as a mother today that helps set my children up for success? So that last one is very powerful. 3 minutes to thrive. Okay, so I told you at the beginning of this episode, if you want to get access to the podcast episode where Tony talks about all of this, if you want to have all of this that I've already written out, it's basically like a 10-minute morning routine that primes your mind to think about success and happiness, then all you need to do is either send me a direct message on Facebook, let me know you want this, or you can send me an email. My email address is heyGirl@nataliechamplin.com, spelled NATALEECHAMPLIN. nataliechamplin.com. HeyGirl@nataliechamplin.com. What's up? Send me a message and just let me know. I want to get the Tony Robbins morning routine stuff that you talked about, and I would be happy to send that to you. So I want to say thank you for listening. Have an awesome day. I love you. Thank you for being a part of my tribe. If you are not already a member of my Facebook community, you can go to mybestselfcommunity.com. You can request to join there. Would love to have you. For some of you, you're watching this live in that community, so thank you so much for being there. I love you guys. Have an amazing Friday, and I will see you next time.